What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Latinaly, the podcast that is untamed, uncensored, and oh so unapologetic. Today is Friday. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I've been getting a bunch of DMs asking me to talk about money because we love money, honey. Okay, I love money. People be like, "Oh, money can't buy happiness." Yes, the fuck it can. Okay, just when you put money in the wrong hands. Listen, I don't know who doesn't love money. So let's talk about money. Let's talk about how to get in our bag, okay? Because, listen, a lot of my motivation is monetary. I don't care. It sounds shallow. I don't give a fuck, but that's exactly what it is, okay? Amongst other things, don't get me wrong, but we trying to get that money, shit. Trying to have deep pockets, okay? Let's talk about saving money because, you know, when I was young, and I lived in Manhattan, my parents were on welfare, and, you know, I ate because my parents had WIC, and they ate because they had food stamps. You know, being on welfare in the Black and brown community is not abnormal. In fact, it is the normal, and we can go into the systematic injustice about all of that, and I probably can, and I can talk about it forever, but all I will say is this. It's very difficult to save money when you live in a system that does not want you to make money. Cannot save money if you don't have any money. You can't, and you don't have any money because the jobs that you're getting, you know, how can you get ahead? Do you know what I mean? On $7 an hour. How can anybody get ahead? Do you know what I mean? And so, you know, as time goes on, you know, I see my parents, I see other people reaping the benefits in their 40s and 50s when you see certain other people living the life at 20 and 30. Do you know what I mean? And so it's unfair, and it's something that is a larger conversation. But for today, let's talk about how I save money, because my next episode is going to be how I bought my house and the steps I took to buy my home. But in order to buy my home, I have to save money. So let's talk about how we can save money, because it's super important. And I will say this: you will not become wealthy by saving your money. And I'm going to tell you why. And it's a simple cyclical system. And that is this. And I'll give you a scenario, okay? And I'll give you my own scenario. So I bought a home, right? And I bought my home, and, you know, obviously it's different than renting, because if something goes wrong, I have to pay for it. Okay. Now, you always hear people say you have to save your money, you have to save your money, you have to save your money, you have to save your money. Okay, I fucking get it. I got to save my money. Got it. No shit, right? See, but when you have, you know, for me, my water was toxic. So I had to put an $11,000 water filtration system in my home. Okay? Now, what? You know, like, I have to empty out my savings in order to pay for this. Have to have clean water. I have to empty out my savings. So yeah, now I have clean water, and yeah, I was able to pay for it, but now I'm at zero. So saving money will not make you wealthy. It will not make you rich. I'm telling you that right now. Saving money is good for having a cushion, having something to fall on. God forbid things get really, really tough. But you also have to remember, if you don't have a cash flow coming in, all you're going to be doing for the rest of your life is saving money to then spend it, to then be back at zero, to then save your money, to then spend it, to then be back at zero. Do you understand? So where's the growth there? And yeah, sure, the more you make, the more you can save. However, that doesn't really work for a lot of the American mind, because we don't do that. If we make more, we spend more, which means we save less. Do you understand? So And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not the best with saving money. I'm really, really not. My husband is it when it comes to saving money. My husband is so good at saving money. You know, my husband is cheap as fuck. I'm going to tell you that right now. He is cheap. He likes to call frugal. No, cheap. Okay. Which is fine. Whatever. See, but I love to spend money. Whoo, if there was a sport for spending money, girl, you know, I'm in a championship spot, okay? Me and a bunch of other women. Don't play. I love to spend money. I don't know who doesn't like to spend money. And that, you know, people love to be like, money don't buy happiness. Really? Because when I buy a Celine bag, bitch, you know I'm happy. Okay. When I walk into my house, I'm like, what bought that? Money. When I drive my car, hello, what bought it? Money. And I'm very happy it's a brand new car sitting in the damn driveway. You know I'm happy as shit when I get in that car. Fuck, money can't buy happiness. Stop. What the fuck you talking about? Hello, money bought my vacations, and I am happier than a pig in shit on vacation. Fuck you mean money can't buy happiness? Stop it. Stop it. You know damn well that is a fucking lie. However, the only reason that saying ever makes sense is because people sometimes use money as their only form of happiness. Listen, I'll tell you right now, this means all the money in the world means nothing if I'm not with my husband and we're not building towards our future and I have my kids. This money doesn't mean anything if I have no one to share it with. Do you know, like, money means nothing if I can't give it to people and make them, you know, I can ease the burden off of their shoulders. When you have more money, the only thing that you get are more choices. And it's such an important thing to remember. When you have more money, you get to make more choices. You get to have a freedom to make those choices. Do you know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm not good with saving money. So I found a way to save money without knowing I'm saving money. Okay. So, I suck at saving. I'm like the worst at saving money. So I decided to do some research. I was going to try my hand at investing, but in all the reading that I've been doing, you cannot start investing if you are not good at saving. So I was like, okay, let me get my saving tactics together, and then boom, I can start investing and then create that cash flow drip. You understand? So that way your money works for you. That way you can save more without having to try as hard. Anywho, saving money. I decided to open a couple of investing accounts. And so I have two of them. One, I opened up an Acorns account. So real quick, none of this is like sponsored. This is just me telling you how I save money. So my Acorns account is hooked up to my debit card. And it's really cool because I did the math and I said, okay, I can put $5 every Friday and I not even notice. Shit, to be honest with you, I could probably put $10, $15 every Friday and not even notice that it was gone. So I say, you know what? Fine. For now, I'll do $5 every Friday. Okay, fine. And then, you know, I said, so then what Acorns does is it hooks up to your bank account. So if you buy a cup of coffee for $5.50, Acorns will round it up 50 cents and make it $6. And then they will take that 50 cents that they rounded up and put it into your account. So then what they do is you can also from your Acorns account, you can do small, medium, or large investments, and they will invest your money into like multiple different avenues and funds and stuff. And so I've saved quite a bit of money on there without even having to really do anything. So it's a reoccurring investment of $5. And then sometimes I'll do like 20 if I feel like it or whatever. So that has helped me a lot. And then also too, that doesn't count my actual bank savings. So I have a bank savings, I have my Acorns account, and then I also had, lastly, I have a Twine account. And the Twine account is really great because you can have it build interest. And then it's also really great because your Twine account, you can create something called goals. So I have a couple goals in there. I have for when we have children, and then I have my honeymoon. But they have home goals. And then what's awesome is that you can start a goal, and then you can set, to give you an option. So if it's buy a house, you put the date of when you want to start looking for a home. And then what it'll do is it'll ask you how much money you want to save for your house, whether it's $9,000, $15,000, or $50,000. Then what it'll do is it will tell you how much you need to save a month in order to reach that goal at that particular time. So that's what I did. And so it basically comes out every single week, right? So when you do that, and to be honest with you, a lot of the time I don't realize that it comes out, because odds are I'm going to go to the store, I'm going to get food, I'm going to go out to eat, I'm going to do something, and it's going to cost $50 anyway. And then I have all these fucking subscriptions. I have Hulu, Netflix, Disney, ESPN, I have UFC, I have all of these different subscriptions that come out every month. And then don't forget my phone apps. Hello. So basically I've gotten to a point where I'm saving thousands of dollars and I didn't even realize that I was doing it. And I think that sometimes the most difficult part of saving money, because listen, I like to look into my bank account and I like to see all the money there. But what I've decided to do is, I've decided to open up all these other accounts, split my money. So then when I look, I'm like, oh, I got 2,000 there. I got 1,500 here. I have 4,000 in my state. Do you know what I'm saying? And so you're like, oh shit, wait a minute. Like when you look at your account, it's like, oh, I got 3,000 in my account, but I got 2,500 in this account. I got 1,000 in this account. You're at like $6,000 and you didn't even fucking realize it. So Acorns and Twine, that's really, really how I save my money. My husband likes to, and he hasn't done this in a while, but my husband really loves the old fashioned way of saving money, like putting the money in like the mattress type of shit, like in cash. Like that's his, he loves to do saving money that way. But everyone has their own method. I like to do it and not know that I do it. And then I'm like, oh, I got money. And then I'm surprised. Do you know what I mean? So that's the way that I save money. And that's the way, and also too, when it came to saving for my house, and again, I'll get into more detail about this in my buying house episode. But, when I had to save for my house, I had to really, really be conscious of every single purchase that I made. And so one of the ways that it's really easy to save money or to really start budgeting, because you have to budget to save your money. So one of the things that I started doing, and this was when my husband and I moved out together 3 years ago or something like that. Yeah, about 3 years ago, I think. Anyway, so we had a saying, and actually Jay-Z said it first. He said, if you can't buy it twice, you can't afford it. So with everything in my life, I look at the price and I go, can I buy it twice? And if I can, then I buy it. So obviously, when you go shopping for clothes, okay, fine. If you go shopping and you spend $40, can you afford $80? Probably. And fine, get it. But I think that when it comes to larger purchases, that's when you really have to think about it and make that type of decision. So when you get a car, when I got my my first car, my payment was $167. Can I afford it twice? Yes. Can I afford the insurance twice? Yes. So whereas I can afford $600 in total for my car with payment and insurance, I don't pay that. because half that is my actual payment. And so I can afford it. So now that extra little money that I was like, oh, wait a minute, I can buy it twice. What am I going to do with that money that could have been put towards the car? That's where you can start and take it and save it. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, and again, what I do might not work for you, but what I've been doing does work for me, because I think that the physical act of looking in your account, taking it and transferring it, I think that a lot of people don't like to do that. I don't like to do that. And to be honest, I think it's like this weird psychological thing where it's like, I don't want to take the money out of my account. And it's fucking weird because my apps just do it for me. Anyway, I don't know. It honestly, in my brain, it doesn't make sense, but in my account, it makes me happy. So I think that it's been working for me. So the apps I use are Twine, and Twine is run by John Hancock, like that really big bank. And then Acorns. Acorns, if you do a little research on it, Acorns is the app that actually Ashton Kutcher invested a lot of money into. I like it a lot. I also like Acorns because they also have a retirement plan. If you don't have a 401k, or if you don't have, if your job doesn't offer a retirement plan, you could use Acorns Retirement and you can save money on your own. Also, what you can do is, I also recommend opening up a Roth IRA account. Do a little research onto what that is. You can open up a general IRA account or a Roth IRA account, and that's where you can start putting your money into, and then it also collects interest and stuff like that. So really just do some research, but that's the tactic that works for me, is just blindly saving, and I don't know it. You know, and of course, if there's ever a time where I'm like, oh no, I didn't want that money to go into that account, I just transfer it back and boom, I have my money. But again, I don't realize it. Like I forget what day I put that it's going to come out. You know what I mean? So, you know, I really just think that it all depends on what you're comfortable with, and it all depends on what goal you have. You know, I like to save money for like when my water bill comes and I have to fucking cough up $5,000 for this or whatever. And that'll be in my house episode as well. All the shit that comes with having a house, because it's a lot. I'm telling you right now. But yeah, so let me know some of the ways that you guys save money. Maybe some of your tactics can work for me. Again, everything that I've done has helped me. It's not like a great go-to. And again, I'm not like a finance person. I'm not like a fucking expert. I'm really not. I'm just a regular person that enjoys seeing money in her account. But yeah, so let me know the ways that you guys save money. Email me at latinalypodcast@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on Instagram, Latinaly Podcast, and let me know how you guys save money. Let me know how you get in your bag, or how you get a cash flow. And I don't know. Just let me know. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me this Friday. I adore all of you. You can catch this on Apple and Spotify, and you can catch the video version of this on YouTube. I appreciate you guys so much. I will see you next Friday. I'm Kiah Rose. This is Latinaly, and I'm signing out. Bye.